Have you traveled to a beautiful tropical place and seen all the beautiful flowers in different colors? Today I'm going to show you how you can take these different colors, pair them together to create a beautiful hibiscus floral. We're going to teach you how to shape this. You can see a little bit here. This collection, or the floral, will be paired with our Under the Sea collection. And I love the Under the Sea images and dies. This was inspired by our trip to the Great Barrier Reef and by our customer requests. When I was at the Great Barrier Reef, there was just amazing how much is underneath the water, what you don't see above the water. So we'll take what was underneath the ocean and bring that to life on our cards today. So join me and we'll learn these techniques together. To create the tropical hibiscus, I stamped this image first. This is all connected, so you have 4 different sizes of hibiscus flowers, and then I cut it out with a tropical hibiscus die. When I first start stamping and die cutting with my flowers, I like to stamp out a sheet of different flowers, and then I just start experimenting with different coloring techniques and different color combinations. So I'm using the Teal Zeal Memento ink and going in a circular motion kind of right in the center and just kind of fading out. Now, one thing I love about this is the flower is not cut out yet, so you can just go right outside the edges, and you don't have to worry about kind of holding the flower up or it moving around, so it just stays in one place if you just quickly kind of color in a circular motion like this. So the outer edge of the flower, I used the bamboo leaves. I was just kind of really like sitting in my craft room like what colors would be fun to kind of pair together. So I saw the teal zeal and bamboo leaves and I'm like, oh man, wouldn't that be a fun tropical color to kind of blend together? So you can kind of see how quickly those 2 tones blend so well together. The other coloring combination I really loved was this one. That was a ladybug Memento color, and it was, the edges are done with butter. So for that one, I took my ladybug Memento ink and I stamped the image with the ladybug ink, and then I went back and just kind of went a circular motion around the center, just kind of faded it out towards the tips, and then I went back and added the butter color of chalk. Butter sounds good enough to eat, right? Just give me the butter ink, right? So we'll just go right around the edges. So it's fun to just quickly color up a whole sheet full of images so you have those all ready to cut out and shape. So when you're ready to cut them out, you'll take this die after everything is colored and just lay this on top, line it up, tape it down, run that through the machine, and that will cut out those flowers all at once. To shape the hibiscus, I like to have more of a ruffled look, so I will spray and mist a little bit of water on the back. I'm using the 5mm tip and just kind of going in a circular motion from the back to kind of get that started with the shaping process. So we'll do that on each petal. And the harder you press, the more dimension you're going to achieve. And I'll just a little bit of dimension right on the stamen of the flower. So we'll flip that right side up, just press down a little bit in the middle. And then if you want a little bit of extra texture, just go back with your stylus tool and using the curling tip and just kind of pinch those petals just a little bit to give it kind of a nice, natural, ruffle look that kind of follows the design of the stamp. So I'll kind of do that with each one. And the cool thing is when you spray with water, once that is completely dry, it actually stiffens the cardstock. And when I'm using cardstock, I really like to shape with about a 1/10 pound of cardstock. So once that's completely finished, we're ready to layer this together. Before we do that, I wanted to show the shaping of the leaf. There is a leaf, that one has some words on the back. That's cool. So just kind of go back and forth on the back of the leaf and you have a nice natural leaf to pair with the hibiscus. So these are ready to layer together. Now, one thing I like to do is just kind of offset those petals and use my dries clear glue. Now I know a natural hibiscus only has one stamen. I personally like to kind of defy that, and I like the look of two stamens together, so you could clip off one of those stamens if you like. However, you can just glue those two together and it's ready to add the prills. To add the prills to the center, I like to add them to the center and the stamen. So what we'll want to do is just add a little bit of glue to each of these outer tips. And I'll do that to both of the stamens. It's just kind of little dots of glue. And then for the center, I'll put more like a puddle of glue, just kind of puddle that out. Then I'll lay this into my tidy tray, and I'm using the color called actually it's called Gorgeous. That's spelled gourd, and then J-U-S. Then I'll just sprinkle the prills over the top, tap that off real quickly, and you have those stamens. So there's a couple different ways that you can add different colors of stamen. This one I added a different color based on the color I used in the background of the flower. You can color the hibiscus so many different ways. Here it was done in vibrant orange and yellows. This one was using the hibiscus on vellum. So it's so much fun. So the hibiscus comes in the tropical hibiscus stamp and die set. And with this, you also have the little seashells and that leaf. So another stamp that comes in this collection that I absolutely love is the Under the Sea coral. And that also has a coordinating die. This piece is beautifully cut apart on this card here around the background. So you can kind of see that there, but you could also use it with a floral in the middle. And then the little turtle is fun to color up. And this coral piece was used on this card along with the hibiscus. Oh, you got to see the inside. You have that beautiful swirl with the hibiscus in the center that just kind of pops up. And then here we used that coral piece more as a background and added the hibiscus to the front. Another beautiful stamp and die combination is the one called the Coral Reef Collage. This one has a seashell. I love to use this for shaker cards. You've got the Coral Reef corner and the little fishy. This one has a little image in the center that you can cut out with a die. And this is the Coral Reef Collage die with this one. So for that one, we used the shell in multiple different ways. The shell has a beautiful die cut out that you can add like a sentiment or a gift card to the back. And that one was also beautifully colored in more realistic, natural ways on this card and just shaped the seahorses. And some of the fish that you see in this collection come from the Under the Sea stamp, and I have got the die over here as well. That one's upside down. Here we go. Got the Under the Sea die and stamps, so you have beautiful fish that are absolutely wonderful to color, and you can see how this one was used in kind of a tank with some of the swirls and the seashells behind it. Over here you have one of the fish beautifully colored and added glitter accents to that as well. And can't miss these two cards. I need to make sure I pull these up. You've got the little seahorse, the fish beautifully colored. You've got the little turtle in there as well. And then we have one more sentiment set that's called the Heartfelt Wishes. This one has a bunch of different sentiments in it. Some are related to the Under the Sea. Life with you is fantastic. You are fantastic. And then some happy birthday, happy Father's Day, and you're the best. Here, this would be a great Father's Day project. It's a little hat. There will be instructions. This was pretty much done with the paper collection. And this is another card with the paper as well. So the paper is very beautifully put together. You can kind of see how that looks in the bright aquas, corals, reds, greens. There's a lot of collage. So you have the little fish in the background. The paper is even an inspiration of how you can beautifully color the stamps. You have the little fish in a tank. So you'll have so much fun pairing these stamps and dies with the coordinating papers to create amazing projects. Have fun pairing different color combinations together to create the beautiful hibiscus floral. And the projects that you just saw, we have those on our website with instructions on how to put them together, so you can be inspired by more Under the Sea cards there. I have a link in the video description below that will show you the different products that were used. I would love to see what you create. You can share those with us by posting your projects on our Facebook page. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so we don't miss out on future videos. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time.